It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we've got the teams from Super Bowl 49 and that goal line pick. It's the Seahawks and the Patriots, next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Bay State in Massachusetts. Welcome to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, week 2 of the season. Greg, as you get the season going, you want to get that first game under your belt. Now, it almost feels like all the buildup is past. Now we're looking ahead to this long marathon of a regular season.
Absolutely, and this is really where you fall into the pace of the NFL season. All off-season, no matter how hard you try to say, all right, week 1 is just 1 of 17, that's not the case.
Out is Eddie Pinheiro to get this one started. And off we go from Foxborough. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, this team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
That's to the former Patriot, Pharaoh Brown. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Play action now. It's Geno. Taking off, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. He'll come up now for second down and 4. Here comes the third-year man out of Michigan State, Kenneth Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake. Smith. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Throwing on second down. Smith to the end zone there, but it is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. Now they'll be looking at third and goal. Now, Geno. It is brought in the end zone. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. His first touchdown of the new campaign. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots have a rookie quarterback. It is Drake May. Long past the Tom Brady era, it is May who is now the guy in Foxborough. Out of North Carolina, Greg, the third pick in this past year's draft.
Individually, I think he comes in today feeling pretty good about what he was able to accomplish last week. It's almost hard to believe his performance resulted in a loss, Mike. I mean, 4 touchdowns. The 1 interception on a bad read where the ball got away from him. What that tells me is they need to play better collectively as a team. Get a better performance from their defense, a better performance from their special teams. Tighten everything up. Because if he plays like that at the quarterback position, and as a result, the offense has that level of production, they should expect to win a lot of games.
15-yard pickup there. First down, New England.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run. Stevenson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That'll be complete to Gibson. And he gets run out of bounds, a short pickup, but it's good enough for a first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Gibson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Gibson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From out of the gun, here's May. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Patriots are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Now Walker. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Patriots offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jalen Pope that time. It's 2nd down. May gonna look to throw. He'll find the rookie from Washington, Jalen Pope. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Downfield, he's got Bourne. And he will score. Hendrick Bourne. Touchdown, New England. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Patriots are on top. It's now 10-7. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Smith. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Walker. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Gino. Left side, it's caught by Brown. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Smith. Got a man, it's Lockett. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
They put the tight end Brown in motion. And he'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Smith. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is May. Open man, Demario Douglas. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw now, May. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
The motion man here is Bourne. Throwing on 3rd down is May. He'll try to run for it. And May will not risk it. Into the slide. And he's got the 1st down. It's a gain of 10. And they'll get a fresh set of downs. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Stevenson. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Rayshawn Jenkins, this time on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. Now May has completed to Douglas.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Well, Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Smith to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Smith. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it with Walker. Here's Michael Dixon now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. On the return is Jones. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gibson. The ball comes out. The Seahawks scoop it up.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the out.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll give this to Stevenson, running right. Stevenson's got a first down and more. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, Gibson. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Throwing on second down, May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line.
A loss of 2.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
He's got his big tight end, Henry. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second down and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
A carry now for Gibson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's May. Here's a check down, Gibson out of the backfield. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's got his big tight end, Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. His kick is good, and the Pats will get out in front 17-7. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Seahawks offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. He'll run the draw with Walker. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Here's Smith. Got it with Smith in Jigba. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Smith. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now, Gino. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and running back Antonio Gibson heading out onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Man in motion, heading left. They run on the jet sweep. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. He'll spot Henry, open downfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Anytime you bring pressure like that, Mike, you're counting on getting to the quarterback before you get beat downfield. The vulnerability of that play call is in your pass coverage, but when you can get home and get to the quarterback that fast, the offense never has a chance to stress your coverage.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Pats will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Jelani Tavai, they're on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Walker. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Gino. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On comes the punter now, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's May. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
May to throw on 2nd down. That one caught by Polk. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10.
That's good for our Patriots. 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle, and a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Reek Woolen brings him down. Here's 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, it's May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Foxborough after this. May now on 1st and 10. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete. On 2nd down, it's May. That's to the right side and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Quick throw here is complete. And he's into the end zone. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, New England. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Gino to throw. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. On 2nd down, Smith. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. That's complete. It's Metcalf. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Smith to throw on 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've come to halftime here in Foxborough with the Patriots on top, as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the 49ers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Brock Purdy has thrown a touchdown pass. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Green Bay to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. the new acquisition for 2024, Josh Jacobs, a touchdown run. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And that one all tied against the visiting Saints. It was a terrific first half from the rookie number 3 overall pick, Drake May. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Marcus Jones now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The number 3 overall selection, Drake May, headed out for the next Pats possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
A throw on the move is caught. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw now, May. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll go again here with Stevenson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And another nice run here by Ramondre Stevenson. He's gotten off to a fast start, and I think coming into the season, there was some uncertainty about this Patriots offense, both at the quarterback position and just pretty much everywhere. But he has done a nice job being a reliable runner for this Patriots offense, especially early this season.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now, May. That one taken in by Douglas. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Gibson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible, and sometimes it's by design.
He is in. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The visitors' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. A second down throw for Smith. This one finds Lockett down the left side. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. They run with Walker. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Jelani Tavai there on the tackle. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Smith. And that is incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. And it's going to lead to 4th down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Gibson. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Rayshawn Jenkins this time on the stop. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
To throw is May. That one on target, and Polk's got it. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Patriots first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He'll only be able to get the 47-yard line. They'll come up on a second down and 8. A run here with Stevenson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. The motion man here is Bourne. Throwing on third down is May. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Mike, living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. The next drive about to start. We'll remind you what's coming up here in week 2. A couple of good ones to look forward to. 2 good young quarterbacks going at it later tonight in Houston. The Bears and Texans at NRG Stadium. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, as the New Look Falcons head to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. Kickoff there, 8:15 Eastern Time. On second down, Walker. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Third down, 3 to go. Play action now. It's Geno. And that is incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one, a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Gibson. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. May gonna look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. That'll be complete to Gibson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Patriots.
Now a give up the middle. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Pistol give to Stevenson. And the Patriots are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
That's good for the Patriots. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, New England. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Makes the score Patriots 41, Seahawks 13.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Smith to Smith and Jigba. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. on play action. Smith. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. To throw, Smith. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Gino. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. And they have definitely righted some wrongs after the loss of the opener. They have the lead here, and they start this possession 1st and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Pope. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's May. He pulls it in around the 5.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A carry now for Gibson. And the Patriots are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Short of the goal line. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Throwing now is May. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jalen Pope. Touchdown, Patriots. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the 4th quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their Week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in Week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Seattle.
Smith now to throw on 1st down.